Hey y'all, it's June the 10th, 2016. Alright.
And I felt inspired to have a conversation with y'all regarding the presidential election. Now, I haven't done a video pertaining to the presidential election for a little while now. Reason is because I've been kind of burnt out on it. I mean, the process is so long, so arduous, that it has a tendency to burn people like me out. I'm sure that y'all have been burnt out on it. All right, a lot of y'all. I'm suspicious to think that maybe that's why the process is so long, so that hopefully people forget all about it. All right. So, but anyways, haven't forgot all about it. And just recently, you might have heard about it. Bernie Sanders has been eliminated, you guys. Now, for all y'all burners out there, you gotta understand that I don't want to rag on y'all too much, but I have made several videos talking about and mentioning that Bernie Sanders does not stand a chance. Now, let's focus on reality. Bernie Sanders got way more votes than Hillary Clinton. I'm talking about way more votes. All you have to see is the crowds that Bernie pulls in, and the numbers, they don't add up. Bernie got way more votes, all right? And I told you that this was going to happen, all right? I told you Bernie's going to get way more votes than Hillary Clinton, and also he's not going to get the nomination at all. Hillary Clinton will not allow it, all right? She's a monster, all right? She is not playing. She will cheat and cheat and cheat and cheat and cheat and kill people, or have people killed. I mean, I know she's not killing them herself, not at all. But she will cheat and cheat. Because here's the thing. She's thirsty for it, right? She does not care about people. But here's the thing. I told you this was going to happen. Now, you can call me a genius. You can call me a psychic. You can call me a fortune teller. Whatever you want to call me. I told you. Bernie was going to get way more votes. Hillary was going to cheat and cheat and cheat. And now Bernie's gone. Right? So that's for all y'all burners out there. Now gotta start wondering, well, why is it that he knew this? Why did this guy right here, this guy who only got like 47 subscribers, how did he know this was going to happen? I got news for you. I'm not the only person who knew this. In fact, a lot of people knew this on the internet. A lot of people. And they told you well before the fact that this was going to happen, alright? So you might imagine that we have some sort of clue as what's taking place, what's going to continue to take place during this presidential election. Alright, that being said, let's jump to Donald Trump. Right? Because you gotta understand, right now, it's a Hillary Clinton or a Donald Trump, period. Those are the only two people that are worth mentioning. I mean, there is a Gary Johnson on the Libertarian ticket, but you have to understand that the Libertarians themselves are divided when it comes to a Gary Johnson. Ain't nobody unifying behind Gary Johnson, alright? He just doesn't have the credentials for it. Doesn't have the record for it. He isn't exactly pro-gun, the way that he should be. You know what I'm saying? He did call Donald Trump a pussy, and I did give him credit for that, but he just doesn't have what it takes. So he's not worth mentioning. We got a Donald Trump, and we got a Hillary Clinton. Alright? If you are somehow based in reality, in your way of thinking, alright? If at all reality is in your perspective, well, then you understand that Hillary Clinton is a damn monster, alright? Period. She's proven this time and time and time again. She'll prove it today, she'll prove it tomorrow. She'll prove it next week. Alright? So obviously that's not a choice. Now, however, the controversy is over whether or not Donald Trump is a different choice, whether or not he is to be trusted. I'll admit, that's been my question. Right? Because a lot of people like to call people flip-floppers and stuff. You gotta understand, human beings are flip-floppers. Right? In the way that you learn and grow as a person. So if you speak on a topic and you learn and grow, maybe a few years later, you're going to speak something different on that topic. My problem is, and I pointed this out, is that I did not like at all the nice things that Donald Trump has said about Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama in the past. Not at all. Did not trust that at all. Alright? But this is a very interesting, delicate game that's being played right now. I might remind you that the presidential election, although on the television what it looks like is checkers, alright? In the mainstream, on the magazines, on the Time magazine, what it looks like is checkers. No, it's not. It's actually chess. It's chess that's being played in this presidential election. Alright? So, like I said, Donald Trump has said some nice things about Hillary Clinton in the past, has said some nice things about Barack Obama in the past, and that to me was unsavory. That was something to be suspicious about. However, upon further analysis on the other things that Donald Trump's been saying, especially as of recently, upon further analysis of things that Donald Trump has been publicly saying for the last 30 years, right? And there's a perfect video down there at the bottom. I left a link to a perfect video. It's about 30 minutes long, but it is a perfect video about the way that Donald Trump seems to love America, the way that he seems to not want to throw it down the garbage. You know what I'm saying? Upon further analysis of all the things that Donald Trump's been saying, I'm here to tell you this. Yes, I've seen all of it. Well, I've seen a lot of it. What it seems to me has taken place is that Donald Trump, what he did was he said nice things about Hillary Clinton. He got all in buddy-buddy with her. He said nice things about Barack Obama. He got kind of like buddy-buddy with him. Right? And why he did this was he kind of tricked them. That's what it's looking like. That he tricked them into thinking that he was a joke, that he could be easily defeated. And that's not the case, obviously. Alright, obviously the Donald's not joking around. If he was joking around, he's been joking around for about 30 years now. They've been asking Donald Trump for about 30 years whether or not he's going to run for president. Right? That's the thing about it. It's very hard to keep up such a charade. I would imagine that's got to be the hardest thing in the world. I don't believe Donald Trump has it in him to keep faking and faking and faking for about 30 years. I really don't. Which brings me to the conclusion of this video. Is that, as we might have suspected, Donald Trump is not the Messiah. He's not the answer to all our problems. Right? Donald Trump supporters, some of them are stupid as hell, right? Granted. But at the same time, if you like America at all, and this is in comparison to all these other countries that are falling apart and filled with savages and just filled with horrors that you wouldn't even want to imagine having had grown up in America, where that stuff doesn't hardly exist. If you like having any sort of freedom, if you like holding on to prosperity, if you like the good things about America, and there are plenty of good things, and nowadays there are a lot of bad things, but when America was great, if you like the idea of the fact that America used to be the greatest nation on earth, and this was due, you know what I'm saying, to the enterprising nature of individuals, if you like that at all, you can understand that Donald Trump is a vote for hope. He's the only avenue as far as the presidential election goes. He's the only one, like I've been saying for a long time. He is the only way. Now, you could say, oh, I'm not going to vote, or I don't believe in this stuff, and blah, 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 I'm not going to participate. That's fine, that's cool. I can respect that. But if you're going to vote for anybody else besides Donald Trump, I have no choice but to laugh at you and your foolishness and your ignorance and it's the suicidal nature of your thoughts. I mean, I got no choice but to wonder what exactly is going on in your brains. How hate-filled is your brains to not know what's good for you? Could Donald Trump be trying to fool us? It's slightly possible. Is he the only hope? Basically, yes, he is. Ted Cruz, all y'all who was out for Ted Cruz back in the day, that was absurd. You were being absurd. All y'all out here talking about, oh, Donald Trump, he's a joke. Oh, he's a racist joke. You're the joke. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're like a human television, and it's terrifying and sad, and it's a desperate situation. But Donald Trump, and go ahead and check out that video down there. I mean, you'll find that it'll show you what you need to see. Donald Trump is the only hope. The reason is because he actually likes America. He actually gives a damn about it. Anyways, we'll see if I even have to make another video regarding the presidential election between. I got to imagine that I will. And I got to imagine that I'll be making videos regarding riots and all sort of other things in the near future. This is June the 10th, 2016. And I'm going to holler at y'all. It is a tribulation with balls deep in it, and it's bad it's going to get worse. Alright? Holler at y'all.